Hi, it's Jennifer Mazzarolo, President of Maverick Consulting Group, and today is Tuesday, September 27th. And today's Maverick moment is going to be about emotional intelligence, or EQ. Now, coming off of last night's hot presidential debate, I'm not sure if you watched it, but it was almost 100 million viewers, so setting records everywhere. I think the one takeaway I'd like to focus on, I'm not going to get into politics or take sides, but the one thing I did want to bring out, and I'm sure people noticed as well, was people's behavior and demeanor, and I'm trying to relate that to the workplace. I think we've all had bosses like Donald Trump at one point in our lifetime. And I think the first thing we did as a finance person coming up through the ranks was make a mental note to ourselves that we never wanted to be like that person. So I found it very interesting because, I mean, really, emotional intelligence, when we're talking about it, is recognizing our own emotions, other people's emotions, and being able to discriminate between the different feelings, label them appropriately, and really use emotional information to guide our thinking and our behavior. So I think in order for Donald Trump to manage and adjust his emotions, I think in the second debate, he's really going to have some work to do. I think what we saw last night would have been completely inappropriate in the workplace. I have been in meetings where that kind of behavior occurred, whether it was people interrupting, whether it was sort of the getting into some slander and that kind of thing. It's never a good scene, and it makes people in the room very uncomfortable. So I think from an emotional intelligence standpoint in the workplace, you want to make sure that you are respecting other people's opinions, you're conducting your meetings appropriately. Certainly during the interview process, you are conducting yourself in a professional manner, both the candidate and the client. This applies to both of you. I think candidates can run the risk sometimes in an interview of getting too casual or getting too aggressive and not reading the room, not understanding, where their emotions are coming from, not understanding what the client's looking for. We talked about that last week in our candidate interview tips. I think this week, from an HR perspective, with respect to emotional intelligence and hiring managers, so I want to focus on the client side. We do need to make sure that we are creating a corporate culture and an atmosphere of respect and trust and integrity. I think people want to work in a workplace where there's challenging work, there's teamwork, people are working towards a common goal, and where they're going to be valued and treated with respect. I think what we saw last night was one candidate acting extremely presidential, and the other not so much. So I think we want to take what we saw last night, bring it into the workplace as a great example in one of our next sort of team meetings that you have with your staff to really talk about what behavior is appropriate in the workplace and what isn't. So I'm hoping that everyone is taking away from watching some of this stuff on TV and internalizing it and really trying to determine how we can use this going forward to improve the workplace and improve the relationships that we have with each other, both professional and personal. Thanks. Have a great day.